It was a one fine night. I was walking on the terrace, looking at the stars, when suddenly aliens attacked and dragged me away. Alright, fine. That's a lie. I was actually glued to my phone scrolling through reels the entire time. But in the middle of the scroll, I realized I had a responsibility to you guys to finish what we started. So here I am, after a lot of procrastination, the final chapter of prompt engineering. Let's get this done with. Alright, there are dozens of techniques out there. Self-consistency, meta-prompting, tree of thoughts, blah blah blah. Sounds intimidating, right? But you don't need all that. You only need these 5. These 5 techniques will handle 95% of everything you will ever need AI to do. And the best part, each one has only few extra words in them. That's it. So without any further delay, let's get into the point. Okay, first up, the zero shot. Fancy name, simple idea. It means you ask for something without giving any examples. Just straight up, no hand holding. We use this technique when the task is simple and straightforward, or the time when you need summaries, basic explanations, and quick answers. Let me show you an example. Summarize this article in 3 bullet points. That's it. The task is clear. No examples needed. The AI knows what bullet points are. Zero shot is your fast food order. Quick and simple. You know what you are getting. So the second technique is called few shot prompting. We use this technique when you want something specific, certain format, or a certain style. You show the AI examples of what you want and it copies the pattern. Let me show you an example on it. I need to respond to customer emails. Here's the style I want. Here's my example 1 and here is my example 2. Now respond to I was charged twice. See that? We didn't say it to be friendly or solution focused. We showed it and it learned. Few shot is like training a puppy. Show it twice, it gets it. So this is one of the most powerful techniques. It's called chain of thought. Chain of thought makes AI think out loud. It walks you through the logic step by step. So this technique is mainly focused on solving complex problems, math, logic puzzles, or when you need to understand the reason, not just a direct answer. Let's ask a random question to ChatGPT. Now let me add one more extra line to the same question. Check this out. We can see the entire thought process of the LLM step by step. Now you can check if it's right and learn from the process. This is the difference between a calculator and a tutor. The chain of thought teaches when it solves. So let's head on to the fourth technique, self-consistency. This technique is generally used when you are not satisfied with one answer. You ask the AI to solve the same question multiple times and then compare each one of them. We generally use this technique for important decisions, fact-checking, or when the stakes are high and you need to be sure. Let's put the ChatGPT in research mode and ask a question which we need a full research on. Now we are not just getting one answer. You are getting a full investigation, multiple angles, and a balanced view. And last but not the least, the final technique, REA. This stands for reasoning and acting. It's what turns AI into a personal research assistant. So we use this technique for researching heavy tasks, multiple step problems, and when you need AI to figure out things on its own. So let's say I want a full-fledged plan on a 7-day trip to Japan under some specific budget. Let ChatGPT do its work. Meanwhile, okay, ChatGPT has done its work. See how it's not just answering, it's working. It's researching, calculating, reasoning, and deciding for you. React is like having a personal manager who manages all your plans. Now here's where you level up beyond everyone else. Combine the components and techniques. See, that's the difference between an amateur and a pro. Components give you structure and techniques give you strategy. Look, I could have shown you 50 techniques. Like I said, there are tons out there. But here's what I found out. You don't need to learn everything. You only need to master the essentials. These 5 techniques will handle 95% of what you will ever need. Master these 5 and you will be the better prompter than everyone out there. So with that being said, I'll see you in the next video very soon.